Hey everyone, welcome back to the channel. Today, we're breaking down a real estate investment strategy that people use to build wealth quickly, using none of their own money after the first deal. Sounds too good to be true. Stick around, and I'll show you exactly how it works. This is the strategy that real estate investors employ. They buy a property, fix it up, rent it out, and then refinance it at a higher value. They use that money to buy another property and repeat the process. You might have heard of this as the BRRRR method. Buy, rehab, rent, refinance, repeat. But how does it work in real numbers? Let's break it down. All right, let's say you buy a property for $1 million. You put in some work, maybe a renovation, new flooring, updated kitchen, whatever it takes to increase its value. After the improvements, an appraiser comes in and says, hey, this property is now worth $1.1 million. That's an extra 100 grand in value. Now, the bank will typically let you refinance up to 70 to 80% of that increase. So in this case, you're looking at getting $70,000 to $80,000 as a loan. And here's the magic. Since it's a loan and not income, it's tax-free. Now, what do you do with that $70,000 to $80,000? You use it as a down payment for another property, and you do the same thing. Buy, renovate, rent out, refinance. That new property goes up in value, and you pull out another chunk of cash to keep going. Rinse and repeat. Before you know it, you have multiple properties, all growing in value, all generating rental income, and none of it required you to use fresh capital after the first deal. Sounds easy, right? Well, let's talk about the potential risks. Not every property will appreciate as expected. If the market dips or you overestimate the after-renovation value, you might not be able to pull out as much cash. Second, refinancing means taking on more debt, and if interest rates rise, your monthly payments could increase significantly. Third, vacancies and bad tenants can impact cash flow. This is why having a solid property management plan is crucial. Now, many investors have used this strategy to grow their portfolios. One investor I know started with just one duplex and scaled up to 10 properties in 5 years, all by leveraging refinanced equity. The key is knowing your market, running the numbers carefully, and not over-leveraging. So there you have it. The BRRRR method is a powerful way to grow a real estate portfolio with minimal upfront capital after your first deal. But like any investment, it comes with risks. Do your research, crunch the numbers, and always have a backup plan. If you found this video helpful, hit that like button, subscribe for more real estate insights, and let me know in the comments, would you try this strategy? See you in the next video.